orthomarketing.com. 360-degree digital marketing solutions for your practice.
Hello, everybody in podcast land. Guess what? We're back with another podcast, and now we're going to flip the channels here. And I've got with me again, Shelley Bostrom from Align My Practice, and Shelley's putting on the Dean hat, and Dean's putting on the Shelley hat today. So and what a fine looking hat it is. So we're all about giving you guys tips, Q&A, educating. We both have a lot of experience in the dental and orthodontic world, and the more that we could educate y'all and give you guys some tips and help you take your practice to the next level, things that might be able to move you higher up in your goals, is what we're all about. So with that said, Shelley, I'm going to put it on to you, and now the floor is yours. So how are you today?
Hello, everybody in podcast land. It's Shelley with Align My Practice. But Dean, thank you so much. I have a lot of my clients really, marketing is really, really huge. And I figured it would be great for me to give you some of the questions that some of my clients ask me. And so I'm excited to put on the Dean hat for the day. So first question for you is I would love to know your insider tips for internal marketing success.
Sure thing. Well, thanks so much for having me on my podcast today. I appreciate it. When it comes to marketing, there's two components. There's internal marketing and external marketing. External marketing is everything outside the office. It's your website, it's SEO, it's social media, it's ads, it's referrals, and what have you. It's everything outside your walls. But there's a big chunk of marketing opportunities inside the practice that is so forgotten and so neglected that it's crazy. And that is getting things for your existing patients or family members. Now, think about it. You have a captive audience for 10, 15 minutes every time somebody is in the office, albeit an adult patient, a teen, mom sitting there, or what have you. And if you don't ask them to do something for you while they're there, shame on you, because it's golden opportunity. Typically, when a patient visits a practice, they're touched 4 to 5 times. All right. So if somebody walks in the front door and they go to the front desk and check in, and hi, hey, Dean, how are you? Great, sit down, blah, blah, blah. We'll be here in a few minutes. Touch number 1. Touch number 2 is when I sit down, and generally the assistant will come over and say, hey, Dean, come on back. How's things going? Walk me over to the chair. That's touch number 2. Touch number 3 is the doctor will come over and check things out and see how things are going. Blah, 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 blah. That's touch number 3. Touch number 4 is the assistant walks me back to the front. All right. And then I make my next appointment. That's 5 right there. So 5 times I'm interacting with somebody, and you have to have a game plan in place in order to get something for a patient. So there's really 3 things that you want to get from a patient while they're there. All right. And that is get a review. Okay. Another is get a referral. And the next is get them active on social media. So let's talk about reviews. Reviews are so important. All right. Anybody out in podcast land today went to Amazon or to look at something, and just say you look at it, you're looking to buy a computer or a pair of shoes. All right. You see 3 computers there. One has 83 reviews. One has 120. One's got 900. Which one are you going to look at? All right. You're not going to really read the reviews. Just go automatically look at the one with the most stars and most reviews.
Right.
So, all right. So reviews are so important. And you want to have a review program in place where people will give it to you while they're there. If they have to wait for them to leave, send them a text or an email, it's never going to happen. Once they step outside 4 walls, life starts again. So there's only really one way to get a review.
I know.
What's the answer? Ellie, what's the answer?
Ask.
Alarm. All right. Don't be afraid. You don't ask, you're never going to get it. So you have to ask. We have a practice in New York here. Come over with us. You have 1 review. 1. In almost 2 years now, he has 600.
Wow.
Okay? Because if asks. There's nothing else, just ask.
Right.
And you ask 10 people, 7 of them will say, yeah, of course I will. All right. They're not going to say, no, I don't want to give you a review. But obviously you want them to review on Google if possible. That's the number one place you want them to review. Then, if you have to go to Yelp or Facebook or whatever it is, health grade, something like that, that's a second and tertiary, fine. But Google. And you have to have a Gmail account for it. So not everybody has one, but, probably 6 or 7 of every 10 people has a Google account, Gmail account. So ask them and make it simple. You can easily build a flyer right there in the office.
Yeah.
With a QR code, they can scan it and take you right to your review page, and they can just give you a review right there and thank them for it. They show the review, you have a little review cut. You spin a wheel. A lot of our clients, we get these little spin wheels, show us a review, and they can spin it. They win a Dunkin' card or, an Amazon card or, a free toothbrush, whitening, whatever it is, but they win something by showing it. And you have to ask, but make it simple because you got, as I touched 5 different times. So on the way there, have the flyer, but somebody has to point to it at the front desk. How many times do you drive and you drive by a billboard, you don't even know it's there? It happened to be last week. I'm always driving. My wife drove one night, and I'm in the passenger seat. You see things you never see before, and I'm like, "Wow, look at that billboard." She's like, "It's been there for 10 years. And I never saw it. I drive by there every day because I don't recognize it." So just put a flyer up doesn't mean anything, but you just got to interact and just ask for it. But everybody should understand the process, how simple it is, and then also have your staff do it. Try it. Let them give you a review. Don't say I work here. Best orthodontist in town. Blah blah blah. Great service, and they'll see how easy it is. And by them doing it, it's going to be able to show how you literally can do this in 20, 30 seconds. All it takes. 5 stars. Little comment. Hit submit. Boom. And you have to have this in place, and the staff has to be trained on how to do it. And ask, but the best way to train them is to have them do it themselves.
Yeah.
If you ask,
definitely
practice,
role playing, I think is super important. I think a lot of team members it's challenging, or maybe they feel it's uncomfortable to ask for a review about themselves. So I think one thing I really try to teach my my clients and their teams is to credentialize one another. So let's say that patient is sitting in the chair, and for me, again, because I'm passionate about airway focused treatment, and gosh, after we did your expansion, Jimmy, how has your breathing been? Oh my gosh, it's been so much better. I'm sleeping better, all of that. And everyone needs to pick up on that. So that would be a great opportunity for that assistant to say, oh my gosh, that makes us so happy. We are so thrilled that you've been having all these wonderful, healthy responses to treatment, and that you're sleeping and breathing better. We would love nothing more if you can share your feedback on our Google. And then when they walk them up, it's a great opportunity again to introduce, credentialize the scheduling coordinator. And then I love your idea about having the QR code right there to make it super simple to just scan it. And, yes. And I like the spin the wheel, or we would do Starbucks cards. So whatever, works, I think is important, and make it fun and make it about the patient. Like, oh my gosh, we would love to help many more patients just like you. It would mean so much if you could share your feedback on how happy you are with your treatment so far. So such great ideas. Thank you. Thank you.
This podcast is sponsored by orthomarketing.com. Hey, you an orthodontist or dentist looking to give your practice the competitive edge it deserves? Well, look no further than Ortho Marketing. Ortho Marketing is the dentist and orthodontist choice for digital marketing. At Ortho Marketing, we specialize in helping orthodontists and dentists just like you attract more new patients. Our team of experts knows the ins and outs of the dental and orthodontic industry, and we're here to help your practice shine. We're going to supercharge your online presence. We're going to optimize your website. We're going to harness the power of social media to connect you with the patients that you want. Say goodbye to empty chairs and say hello to a thriving practice. Choose Ortho Marketing today and watch your patient list grow. Visit orthomarketing.com and learn more and take the first steps towards your practice success. Ortho Marketing. It's not just our name, it's what we do. You're welcome. And it's so important to do so because we're trained, our mind works in this country is we only give a negative review. We don't give positive.
Right.
Think about it. If you had last time you went to a restaurant, you had a bad experience, you probably told 4, 5, 6, 10 people. If you have a good experience, you don't tell anybody. It's less than I remember reading is the average person has a bad experience tells 8 people. If they have a good experience, they tell 1. So, get out of that mindset there, guys. So having a review program in place is so, so important. And ask. If you don't ask, you're not going to get. Next thing is referral. Ask again. You're happy. But, if do you have any friends or girls you think might be interested? Here's a $500 coupon, to refer to somebody as a gift. Give that out. Something along that lines. Thanking the patient, thanking the referrer, or have them come and give them something because they're VIP or something along that line. If you don't ask, you're going to get. So again, just don't be afraid to ask for it. And thirdly, social media. All right. Who in their right mind follow those orthodontists or dentists on social media? The patients, and that's really it. So social media, only way it moves the needle for practice is when patients get active with you and tell their friends about it. And if you have a busy practice, you could have 2, 3, 4, 500 salespeople for you.
Yes.
By posting on social media and telling everybody how great you are. And that's called social proof. All right. So it's real important to take social media to the next level. And again, you have to ask. So if you just ask a patient or do a little pre-qualification, do a little research, like you said, if you saw somebody's coming in, have one of your staff just go on Instagram and see if they're active and they're posting a lot. If they are, say, hey, would you mind doing a favor? Would you, mind taking a picture of your smile and tagging us and telling, are you happy? Would you mind sharing, telling your friends and just tagging us and thanks, Dr. Jones. Jimmy's never been, more confident. Oh, I love my new smile. Best office. Just please, because you're taking pictures anyway. You're taking pictures of your smile and you can smile. Just ask to share it. They'll do it for you. If somebody is not active, obviously they won't do it. But again, 6 or 7 out of every 10 people are going to be active on social media. Ask them. And imagine now.
Clicking it on Facebook is a good one too.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever they are, ask them to do it. And finally, if you have a patient that is very outgoing and fun, ask them for a video testimonial. Okay, that's incredible. And most people, mom would do that, especially if you change their kid's life. Before Susie came in, she had big space. She was not confident. Now she's, never seen her more happy. Thank you so much. Or it's my 3rd kid coming here. These guys are great. Again, if you ask, you'll get. And if you can get one or 2 of these a week, that's all it is. Not every day, but 1 or 2 a week. That's a game changer. You can put that up on your TikTok. You can put it up on your YouTube. Put it up on your website. You want to be able to show it, social proof, and by more and more people saying how happy they are with you, the better. But again, you have to have a plan in place. You have to ask, and you have to have one person in charge of it there. That's what we do here at Ortho Marketing is we're constantly, trying to educate the staff and train them on how to do it. I was at 2 offices in the last week in person, just training the staff and doing role playing and seeing how it is doing and get them out of the fear factor. Just ask, what's the worst thing that can happen? No, I can't do it right now. I'm busy. It's a little personal, you got to ask there. So, so ideally, those are 3 things that you should have in place for an internal marketing structure to ask your patients or ask for a review, ask for referral, ask them to be active on social media. And then you have to have the game plan in place to do so and the strategy in place. And if you do that, you will see results. But it's just posting on social media doesn't do anything. It's just by putting a post on your Instagram and show before and after, great, but it doesn't spread outside there. And the only thing you're doing is selling to patients. They're already patients. They're already customers. It's hard to sure, it's great to solidify it. People will look on your Instagram feed sometimes before they even come in just to make sure that you're active. If you go to an Instagram page and nobody's posted in 3, 4, 5 months, they're not going to go to you. So again, it just adds
are they in business?
Exactly. So that's so for our clients, we post sometimes just for the sake of posting to keep it active. But in order to really move the needle, you have to have a comprehensive plan in place.
Yeah, it's so important. And I think too, it really just humanizes, especially, parents want to have an environment that their kids feel comfortable in that. And I think also for social media is creating those just you want the culture of your office and your practice to radiate and engage your patient base. So all those things that you're saying, I'm like, yes, it's so important because culture is everything. And your patients can feel that. I think a lot of people talk about culture within the team. It's important to retain your team and team harmony. Yes, all of that is important. But once you have that radiates and kind of flows and spills over your patient families. And that's everything. That's what that's what the moms are going to be talking about at soccer practice is, oh my gosh, they sing to them after they get their braces off and they do fresh baked cookies every day. And, all of these different things. It's so important. So I think that it's all those things that you're saying are so great.
Thank you. And again, guys, you're in the smile business. Your job is to make people smile. So when you're talking about culture and when you radiate smiles, radiate happiness. All right. The world is a crazy place right now. We need more smiles and more happiness. So think about that. Make sure when people answer the phone, big, sign in front of their desk, smile. When they see a patient, smile. The more that you smile, the more they will smile, and the more, the world will smile. So, that's our little tip for today. So, Shelley, thank you so much for wearing the Dean hat. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So this was a lot of fun. And look forward to doing this a lot more with you. And around podcast land, thank you so much for listening. Hopefully you got some good information here from us. And we certainly look forward to a lot more coming down the pipe. Thank you for all the comments and feedback on the social media. And let us know if you have any topics that you want to hear. Please let us know. And again, we're always looking for new guests and for new people to educate the community. So if you're interested in joining us, just send us an email, dean@orthomarketing.com. Check us out. And also remember to check out our website, orthomarketing.com, for details, more information, and how we can help you practice. So, Shelley, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Everybody in podcast land, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks.
Be well and smile.
Orthomarketing.com. 360-degree digital marketing solutions for your practice.